I feel about police reform. You have to understand what you want and what's going to work for your community first. You got to strategize. You cannot act off emotion. You cannot have some of these cats that don't understand nothing go out there and represent you. Then what they're going to do is say, okay, cool, I give you something. Let's take the Rayshard Brooks out of Atlanta. First thing he said when the police chief said, you all right? He said, did you call your wife? He said, no, I called my representative. Now, that's first thing in which Rayshard Brooks, that was a justified shooting. He grabbed the man's taser and shot the taser at him, which is considered a deadly weapon in Atlanta. So the man grabbed a deadly weapon and used it on the officer. Therefore, the officer has the right to return fire. So once you ruin your credibility, you're no longer credible. So now the next police shooting, they're going to say, see, y'all was crying about justice in Atlanta. We gave that to y'all. In the court of law, it was justified. See, he was found not guilty. So y'all are not credible no more. You just ruined your credibility. And what they were doing was saying, okay, we'll give y'all one. We'll give y'all one. And which was clearly a justified one. But we'll give y'all one because we know it's going to be found not guilty. So they're going to pull up all the GoFundMe money. They're going to put up bail for him. He's not going to see no time in jail. And he's going to be found not guilty or the charges be dropped. And then they're going to say, see, we tried to give y'all one. We tried to give y'all one. See, look, Rayshard Brooks, we tried to give y'all one. We have to strategize. We cannot call it all everyone. For every cop, we have to bring evidence and we have to bring it when we need to bring it. But we can't just say, we want them all. So now we just ruin, and they letting us ruin your credibility. So first thing we need is that police officers should not be able to straighten out their story. First person, they should not be able to grab their cell phone and call their representative. They should not be able to pick up because their representative saying, okay, remain silent, make sure you say this, say that, don't say this. And the Laquan McDonald shooting, those cops was able to go home, go talk to their lawyers, they was able to meet, have dinner, do everything. And do everything they needed to do. And you know what they did? They got their story straight. They all strategized and came up with a story together. They didn't have to make a statement for like 2 weeks. That's one. So first, and also make perjury a felony. So if a fellow cop perjures himself, felony. And he's not willing to lose his pension. He's not willing to lose his job. He got kids to feed. So he's not going to lose his job over another cop. So if it's perjury, he's going to tell the truth. So if we keep all the cops honest, we got them right there. No drug dealer, no gangbanger, whatever trick if there was no penalty behind it. So the cop will say, hey, man, we're going to give you 45 years in jail unless you trick on your homie. Guess what? He tricking on his homie. So that's how you get people to talk. So if you tell a cop, hey, you're going to lose your job, you're going to lose your pension, you're going to lose everything, he going to trick on his homie. That's how we get them to stay honest and to get them to testify against each other. They've been masters at manipulation for years. They've been using that. Nobody's going to trick on each other on the streets, but everybody tricks on each other. Why? Because they use it against them. They bargain. Okay, cool. You've been popped for felony, drug possession. We're going to give you 20 years. Go ahead. Give me some information on that murder over there, and we got you. Or we're going to take one of y'all. Give you 20 years. All right, come on. And if you don't talk, all right, wait, hold on. So if you don't talk, you're going to jail. So if we keep them honest, perjury, so no cop can lie. Now cops can go on there, lie on their statement, get caught on camera lying, and then keep their job. That's got to stop. You think they changed that? Nope. But do you think anybody strategized to even think about that, to even say this is what we want? Nope. Because nobody knew what it was. Nobody strategized. We all acted emotional. We want no cop to do nothing. Also, we want cops that's from your community. We understand that they care less. I got a video where there was a man came to the door with a loaded .357 mag and aimed it at him. They called for the taser. And then shot the taser at him. They tried to tase the man for that. Um, and then now there's an Ohio tasering where dudes, as soon as the cop got to the scene, 3 seconds they tased him. So it's a different policing because it's different communities. They don't police their community the way they police ours. So that's a problem in and of itself. No matter how you look or what you are, if you from that community, you're going to police it totally different. You're going to police it with love. I can't raise somebody else's children that I hate because I'm going to do it, just say in your type of way. Because I don't know you. You ain't my kid. So that's how, watch out. So that's how you're going to be treated. Like somebody else's kids. You're going to be treated like a stranger. Look, I don't know you. You ain't my kids and you ain't my responsibility. So, hey, beat it. But when you got your own, now you policing. Now you policing with love. Now you policing with love. But, like my man Eric said in New Era Chicago, man, you got to take your frustration home and strategize. You got to take your frustrations and build. Render them ineffective. Go home, create jobs for your own community. Strategize in your own community. Teach your own community. Police your own community and render them ineffective. We want to run out here in March, which is giving them 10, 12 times overtime. They're on 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week, all double overtime. We buying them new houses for this. They like, yes, look at all this overtime we getting. Anyway, y'all, let me get out of here. Make sure you guys go to My Life in the Shy's YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, My Life in the Shy. Peace, peace.